All right. Happy Sunday, Southern Cameroonians. Greetings, greetings. Please click share as you join. And I greet everybody and happy Mother's Day to my mothers, them wherever I wanna day. Happy Mother's Day to all una and a salute una. Once the audience go to be, might take time. I don't know which song I feel sing for my mama them, but today is Mother's Day. To my own beautiful mother who gave birth to me, and to all the great mothers of Southern Cameroon, greetings. To all the followers and sharers, likers, and commenters on this page, I want to say happy weekend, and to all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. It's once again a very wonderful day to be with you all. Greetings. Let me say hi to you all as the page and the audience builds. Please share on Facebook, WhatsApp, and all other platforms. Happy Pascal. Thank you. Chejan, greetings. Rowan Alexandra. Yeah, Victoria picking at me. Happy Sunday, my able mama. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, my able mother. I hope you're doing good, and say happy Mother's Day to your mom as well, our grandmother. I hope all of you are doing good. Now, Southern Cameroonians, as the audience will be building, I will talk in English, but I always go to Pidgin. Yeah, there's a volume. Oh, let me add the volume. You're right, there was no volume. I increased it. So, some of you, I don't know why Prince nobody come live for some time, especially on this page, but I like to come up maybe when something is important that we need to talk, and maybe when I do free. Now, Southern Cameroonians, I still repeat, most of we, before I go to the real matter, we don't know what we want. Yeah, some of you don't know what you have. Yeah, some of you don't know what you have, and when you don't know what you have, it can be taken from you. Most of una they still look this this restoration, like it's a child's play, like it doesn't matter to you. And it's not only about you Southern Cameroonians, it's about every African. Yeah. Most of you, I told everybody that it's like God gave peace to Africa and took everything that had to be with you all, and people have taken it. We have peace of mind even in poverty, but it's a shame, because if you have peace of mind and you don't have what will entertain you in that peace of mind, then that peace is just a temporal peace. If Africans had to use their brains, and if we, especially let me say Southern Cameroonians, if you have to use your brain in many things that concerns your welfare and that of your people, you will realize that it's not about just being happy or about supporting things, but it's how it benefits your people. It's how it benefits your people. For example, I will talk for Pidgin. If you see most of these people for Cameroon government, they hardly send something way for una where they benefit their people. Yeah. If you look all the ministers, some of them, no, I be there with some of my friends them this weekend, and I be tell them, where would they go for diaspora? I tell them, say, it's such sickening, because even if you don't want to be part of the this restoration movement, look your life as, even if you did diaspora, you're a Southern Cameroonian, you're a poor man. Won't be real. Even if you did diaspora, they hear some of them the boast, they wear clothes, they show. Even if you did diaspora, where your people they suffer, you're a poor man. You boast where Nigerians and the other countries which are even trying in Africa can boast. You, a Southern Cameroonian, you are not proud of boasting of anything. A man with wealth and his people are suffering, you are like a chaff on the road. And now listen, another way some of us Southern Cameroon, actually today, when I look someone that they can't comment for my page, I just block them because it's stupidity. Some people don't talk, say they define a chop money, they define a small chop for chop. But even if you define a small chop for chop, use your reasoning. Look all that minister the way they did for Yaoundé. Look all those ministers. where they dey Yaoundé. Look and say, do they do anything where it get for benefit you high? Where you know the benefit their own people from their community? Look, everybody. Look, even the Bamile case. I wanna sorry ma. Look, even the Bamile case. If they have to do something, they do things that have to benefit their own people. Look, even they do this. Look, all other places. Now come to you. Man, not even call about restoration of Southern Cameroon. Good evening, Tang Tang. Man, not even call about it. Man, just come to you as a person. Look you and where you come from. Ask yourself, say, which did they do with the benefit we as Southern Cameroonians? They do nothing. Nothing that benefits you. But now I go to tell on places and one are they stupid. But before that, I go to break down some other things the way it don't happen and it go increase. But it get for increase if we would do them. But I just say may I touch this small part them. Because it like say when I Southern Cameroon, I be very ignorant. When I be very stupid. I'm sorry to say. For those who are not in this restoration movement, they are very stupid. Because if you did diaspora, I be talking last time, they give $100. Man for Nigeria, they give $100. It go rich now. The government for Cameroon not only limit the povertyness for Southern Cameroonians where they did for that country, it extend the povertyness where it affect you for diaspora. Yes. They extend the povertyness. That means the povertyness, when government want wicked, for example, if you wicked them, for you see mostly now maybe people inside the country where they suffer. But when you struggle, be hardworking and you leave, you get some small benefit. Now I be tell some of my friends who will be gathered for diaspora. I tell them say, you did diaspora, you buy one motor, you get to send that motor back for Cameroon. You buy one motor, €1,000, $1,000. For poor, they go touch you 2 million. Restoration don't come where even if na waiting, you know say it go benefit you. Because when restoration come, it bring up projects them way, it bring up things them way, even government don't like them, it must come after the restoration. Definitely. Wait to pass you for secretly join them. And you see people under this tight situation, they still want buy motor, they send them. They want improve the but the government don't get nothing for improve you. You the buy motor, you the send them. You the buy car code, you load for container. Look the road, you want to go sell them for who? It's because you be greedy to yourself. You think say you can still work with a rotten system. When something is rotten, it's rotten. When government don't spoil, it don't spoil. If you know wake up, say you want change them, you this time make and the worst. Please at your joining share. When government don't spoil, it don't spoil. It don't spoil. And all of you, whether you call yourself Southern Cameroonian, you try to name it federalist, you are paupers. You are not rich. All of you are paupers. How many civil servants they get ships? Look, Peace Airline for Nigeria, now one man own them. If you own them for Cameroon, for inside Southern Cameroon, you go start, you go see, you go wear better coat, but your family for back, you don't get house, you don't get nothing for chop, you don't even get water. Look, Nigeria, now small boy that way he make transformer plant for give light, but the whole inside Southern Cameroon light nobody for a community. One man, one citizen, because of say, despite the government of that country, they use Nigeria. They use Nigeria because their economy at least a little bit be better. One person for inside government way, inside country way don't better, he pick that boy, give that boy scholarship. But look you, when you wake up, the only thing I know Southern Cameroonians, now for wear better coat. You wear better Gucci. But when they look the Gucci and you don't know nothing, but other people don't even wear Gucci. Go look their communities are growing. But when you get a God, that's why I say, I don't know whether some of you are cursed. Yes. When you stand, you look the revolution, anyone support you, yes, someone will give city blame. Say this man chop the money, the man. But when you're counting LG a day, I don't know if you're cursed. But most of them, they go church for go pray to God. What do you think God will answer you? Let me ask you. What do you think God will answer you for? Do you think God will come from heaven to come and move beer? No. I be don't talk before. Say there is nothing like that. In this world we live now, the angels are the people you meet. We are the angels and the God of this time, because God be don't go. If we don't take what we tell you, you remain poor. So when you think that you are in diaspora, you wear better coat, You rent Mercedes for, you take Mercedes for car rent for America. You post for big picture them. You are a rich man, but your community is poor. You are pauper. Because that motor you drive of America, you know if you take and go your country. If you go to, you tax double. Especially you Southern Cameroon. But Nigeria man, if you drive Rolls Royce for if you take and go country, they not go treat you so. So make some of una reason. Una reason very quick. I'll come back to this topic after. Yeah, greetings once more, Southern Cameroon. I be know why I put this thing for here because now we face the war way. If when I look I be don't talk about the big 5 nations. I don't tell us when 5 nations they be involved. If inside is the interest of something, if the people of that country they don't wake up as a whole for support back their community, the community will be wiped away. When I don't see myself recent, me I be like Donald Trump. I know most of them don't go like him because Donald Trump be this straight. When somebody help your people, they may not die. You get for love that person. If you look since where they appoint the new African Secretary of State where bidding, he enter for power. How many of you have you seen that guy talk about what is happening in Southern Cameroon? Let me ask most of you. I'm talking to mostly of my brothers in America. This is one thing that kills some of us. We don't know where the benefit. Most of them when we're talking about US election, things are benefit. People say, don't talk about bidding. There is one person close to bidding. There is one this, there is one that. But let me ask you now. When Donald Trump was president of America, how many times you will see the Secretary of State, Tibonegi then, will be addressing issues concerning Southern Cameroon? This is where some of us, we are stupid. Since this new Secretary of State came to power, how many times have you seen make one statement concerning the killing? That's why I said most of you indirectly kill our people on the ground. You don't know. Southern Cameroonians, most of you in Europe and America, you kill your parents on the ground and you come on Facebook, you come and write rest in peace. You come and write, oh, genocide. It's the same thing where these so-called musicians of Southern Cameroon, they do. How will you imagine, say, the real cause of this restoration movement is the restoration of the statehood of Southern Cameroon. You go undergo and name it Anglophone crisis. Anglophone crisis. Now, how with the Anglophone crisis? A crisis is an internal problem. Yeah. A crisis is an internal problem. Now, how do you expect international bodies to solve a crisis? An international body can solve a crisis only when the internal bodies call on that international body to come and help them. That's the simple. But I see artists, I see people, when people are being killed in your community, you come and say, oh, there is genocide, there is genocide. I look at you, I say, are you stupid or insane? Is it that some of you talk to when they go school, or the school went through your brain and all your ears and came out this other way? Yeah, because when you talk about crisis, there can be malaria crisis, there can be typhoid crisis, there can be tuberculosis crisis, there can be COVID-19 crisis. Now, when you guys shout, oh, Anglophone crisis, what happens? Everybody will think it's an internal issue. When they do that, when they do that, the only thing that will happen is the enemy will support the people to kill you. The enemy will support you. So, indirectly, the problem we are facing is us. In a certain proportion, we are the problem. We are. Because a man whose house is on fire, he doesn't look for somebody that will come and put fuel. He looks for somebody that would help to come and make sure the fire goes down. But your house cannot be on fire. Then you look for somebody that will put fuel. So most of you, wake up in your thinking. Your life in America doesn't determine who is president. To a certain, maybe 20%, because you're already good to go. But at this point when we're in this revolution, your vote towards the American president had to be in favor of the suffering of your mothers. Because if they want to look the population of those who are in America, Southern Cameroonians, we have the majority. Let me block. If there's anybody here talking, let me block. Let me block. I don't have time for wasting. So that's just some small things the way I want to give. Yeah, I just some small early topics in that way. I've gone through them up. May wanna know. Since where this new government of America come, nothing concerning Southern Cameroon is mentioned. Nothing. Because they get 5 big power: Canada, America, France, UK, and I think Germany. That 5 big power. Wherever their interest is, it takes only a heady president. Now what I want to see, most of us be like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump did not work in favor of these people. He did not. Donald Trump nobody work say in favor of this. He do things openly. You could see his actions to that Tibonagi. But now our people are being killed. Nobody's talking. Nobody. But we will not be scared. I don't talk and first on my Facebook say, I was just doing that to educate some of you in America. So that if you want to see, know that there's the France, so long as France has interest, and it's the Democrats who are controlling in that government, nothing good will come from it. But we are not scared. We are not. I've made my last video. I've said it that let the increase it. We control the bush. If you are United Nations Carr, any foreign agency that has to come into Southern Cameroon will make this interim government strong. If you don't take permit from the government, you will not enter. From henceforth, I made that proposal to the interim government through Secretary Chris in a meeting. If you are a member of any international government or whatever that you want to come into Southern Cameroon from henceforth, if you don't take permission from our interim government, anything you bring, we'll take it off. It's war. When you see the international government being quiet on the killings of your people, you have to radicalize yourself and never be scared. Their duty is to bring peace and not to protect interests. But you see, they are protecting the interests of France. They are not even checking about you, because France is amongst their big 5 allies. Yeah. While you see the other countries were able to get their independence quick, I told you all is because France did not have interest. Canada did not have interest there. Germany or these big 5 countries did not have interest. But when you see France's interest is America will not want to. But that's most of you don't know. Now, I told the interim government, anything we see, they should not play. If you are a United Nations organization, because foreign agencies during war are very political. Foreign agencies during war, they are very political in the sense that when they come for some place, they feel work now for in favor of the big man. Like United Nations is being controlled by France. Very simple. That's why you see when Donald Trump came there, most of you did not understand the policy of Donald Trump. When Donald Trump came there, that's why you see he removed many things, because his conscience, a businessman, thinks about the people. He doesn't think about the interest of a group. That's why when he came there, he realized that there were so many things that were interest to a particular group, and he had to remove certain things. France is the one controlling the United Nations, so don't ever think you will get and you expect some result from United Nations. No. I've told the boys on the ground, for the soul of your mothers and your brothers who have been killed, don't be scared. Increase the popcorns. Increase the popcorns. Ban every foreigner that has to enter Southern Cameroon. Make life for every foreigner in Southern Cameroon hell. You are in the forest, you control the forest. Don't be scared. Increase the road traps. Nobody's life has to be used for the platter of gold for another. No, no. In here, where we are, if they kill one person, yeah, they will kill you direct. Your own mothers are not like fowls to be killed and buried like dogs. No. You already have one secret, the IDC, whatever. No matter the nonsense you see propaganda online say they don't go train people for know how to move the popcorn, na chaffs. You get for multiply the popcorn. For now, for diaspora, the first impact for this story I be talk now because I be really want them. Make una know say what una do for diaspora, your vote and whatever politics you partake, it doesn't benefit your people back home. It doesn't. You have to be very sharp to know what benefits your people back home and go. Because what you do for here, it help for kill your mama them back home. It help. Just like all that one announcements when I do say Anglophone crisis and whatever, it help for you say kill that mama them. Now if you want your mother not to die, yeah, like I say it straight. I don't mix my words. Engage in creating things. Creating things where the enemy no go fit enter for that play where your mama then dey. When kite one can take foul no the look the kite for up. It effect gather it picking the under ye. That's war. When kite foul see kite the cam, you know the scatter it picking the same way file on a kite because you know says kite go feel look one of the picking away don't drive and it pick and quick. It gather the picking under so boom, then it look the kite, it look the pen away the cam. If the kite come for you, it take the kite like mommy. That is what we need to do. So anything we wanna see you, any United Nation, any humanitarian organization inside Southern Cameroon, if you're a restoration fighter, if they don't have permission from this interim government, I've told the interim government they should come out and ban every foreign organization who have not legalized them or seen them as a government. When you see the media and the people try to run you from being a government and think they want to capitalize on people who can weaken your government, you tough the conditions down. The LGAs and the counties are the ones operating on the ground. Yeah, the fighters are under the LGAs and county. Now, as the war goes, the interim government must take measures that strengthen the government, not measures that you want to like comply. If you look for all the interviews online, they have struggled to shun President Sako. It's a political game. It's not a mafia. It's a political game. You know, it's very clear. Most of you who are in this war, you want President Sako to always to stand for the independence of Southern Cameroon. And he has done that openly. He did not do it secretly. Yes, he did not use politically. He has come online. You don't can't talk say, it's either the independence of Southern Cameroon or nothing else. Now, it be very clear, say they don't go meet up for back for try for talk. They don't say don't war. So the media is be controlled by the international bodies. Most of them are going to be say surprised say why it be say they did dodge President Sako for all the interviews. Go. They did dodge President Sako for all thing. When you see you get some person where he don't take a stand where it against these international people their interest. Like now Britain get interest inside Britain don't say and say the way President Sako they you know be compromised based on the conditions the way and the things the way don't tell una. They get for psypathy. So it's like they don't neglect. If you go for interviews, they try to bring distractors. They try to promote, even if you see in this mimeful, they try to promote distractors will go weaken the interim government and it go make the interim government less valued. It's politics, it's draft. It's like a what they call it chess. If you don't know, not that today. It's chess. A revolution is not gotten on a platter of gold. That's why I say I'm very happy Comrade Willie is there. You have to multiply the strategists. That will make them know you are a tough government. The battle of life is not about how soft you are. It's about how strong you are when facing the enemy. If you behave more soft, the enemy will treat you soft. If you become more tough, they will know you are real. You see, before UK made a statement, if we had to just be on diplomatic issues, UK will never make a statement. Because what they want is the interest of their own people in UK. It's not for you. They don't care about you. Who are you? They don't give a damn about you. If you die in your millions, they don't care. They don't care whether you die. You are not in UK. They want to make sure they get their interest and they toughen their visa for you to come. So their embassies can make more money from you. Yeah. America don't give a damn about you, whether you have your brother in America, you have your brother in UK. What the bloody hell? They don't care about that. They want to make sure they get the interest in your country that will make you poor. Then they toughen their conditions of their visa, so that you all will be selling your lands and thinking of giving the money to their embassies. You think why embassies are in country? Embassies are in country to squeeze money after they have taken the interest. If you don't know that, they send embassies to your countries because they want those embassies to collect resources from you. Embassies are not built to give you money. No. Embassies are built to collect from you. And how do embassies collect? Is when their country make the interest in your own nation more strong, that you cannot benefit from the economic of your country. Do you know how much American embassy in that their so-called capital has made from you? Do you know? Do you know how much American embassy has frustrated the life of many youths of you inside that Saudi Cameroon? Do you know how many? I know like this. They have sold their plots, they have gone, and just one person, which is not God, will hold your visa and say, even when you rush, you have all the documents right, and say you are not going. What will you do? You hear people who come home, they will be so paranoid. Some of you want to drink poison to die. Why will you put your destiny in one hand? I told a friend of mine, I said, my brother, there is nothing here. All those things you see is picture photography. There is nothing here. Sunshine is more better there. If you have your 2 million, I'm telling you what you need to do is see how to strengthen the restoration of your own statehood, of your own side, than taking it to give any embassy. If you see Nigerians, they don't do that. When Nigerians have money, they think first of making businesses in their own place. They're shaking their government and make sure that they invest first before you see them start coming anywhere else. It's because they know who these people are. They don't come to help you. Don't think that you hear every time. See people, just imagine how much the American government makes from lottery. All of you are frustrated because they have squeezed the government that made you frustrated. So if you have that money, my brother, it's either you buy one AK-47 and face the enemy direct. That's why you see the Igbo people, they glorify Nnamdi Kanu. Because Nnamdi Kanu, despite what he does, he brings the strength of the Igbo people out. Yes. Secretly, all politicians inside the Biafra land support the IPOP. That's what I'm expecting for every politician and every son of Southern Cameroon to do. Because that's what brings the glory. You don't need to support openly. That's why I say Southern Cameroonians, I doubt that some of you are the most stupid set of people on earth. Anything that benefits your community, if you cannot support openly, you go hiddenly. Go and look the news in Nigeria. They are blaming kinds of governors for them think that they are supporting. Definitely they have to. I know some of my fathers who are supporting this restoration secretly. I want to say kudos to you. That's the only way you can benefit your community. With what we have taught the occupier, they are scared. Even of you in government and in power. Most of you, what we have shown the French and the United Nations, they are scared of all of you. Because the world in Southern Cameroon is still raw. The world in Southern Cameroon is still raw. That they know very well that now that we have come up with this reasoning, with this ideology of restoration, if they don't find every way to kill it, Southern Cameroon will be one of the most richest country in Africa. Bet me. Do you know why Norway is rich? Norway is one of the most richest country in Africa, in the world. I will tell you. Do you know why Norway is rich? Most of you don't know. And that's why I say most of you are sleeping on your brains. Let me block this one. Do you know why Norway is rich? Norway is rich is because the resources in Norway is greater by maybe 50% of the population. That's why I hear about Scandinavia. Scandinavia are countries, 4 countries, that their wealth supersedes. It's only Sweden, but Sweden is still okay. Their wealth supersedes their population. Norway has oil. That's why some people are talking about Norway. Norway is very rich. It's one of the most richest countries in the world. They have so much oil, but their population is very few. Their population doesn't even work. It's foreigners that come and work. And Norway doesn't play. They deport you. They don't follow the EU regulations on deportation. They don't play. They deport you even overnight. As most of your brothers from Southern Cameroon have been there. If you go to Norway, they don't play. They send you out. Now, if Southern Cameroon has to become a country. Most of you don't know. That's why I said, may God bless of you to have wisdom, especially those who call themselves blacklegs. They are struggling to get the penny to feed, but they don't know they are selling a very big, bountiful blessing. Just like what the Libyans did to Gaddafi, and they are weeping today. Please share the video. The wealth of Southern Cameroon is more greater than that of Libya. The oil, if you don't know. The wealth of Southern Cameroon, if you go to the statistics, it multiplies that of Libya by maybe 20. The world, not to talk of the oil. The oil, the offshore gas, and the bauxites in Africa, in Southern Cameroon, are still pure raw. Very pure raw. In an extent which the international government knows if this restoration of Southern Cameroon has to happen today, most of you will never work in your life. Most of you will not need to work. You will live like the Emirates in Dubai. Just like what Kagame is struggling to do in Rwanda. That's why I said, stupidity, ignorance. The Bible said, my people perish because of lack of understanding. I did not say it. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of understanding. When I look the black leg, I look all of you who are citing and sitting. Some people say 10-state federation. I say you lack understanding. That's what happened to Libya. They lack understanding. Today, they are suffering. When you grow above understanding, when you understand what you have, it's very difficult. You see the Biafrans? That's why I go to many countries, they don't give them asylum, the Nigerians. They know what they have. You see why you think why you go to countries when the enemy is very difficult from taking what you have. They restrict you from coming to get what they have. Most Nigerians, they travel overseas is for only business. It's through business they go. If you go to many asylum centers, they don't give Nigerians residents that way. Eh? Did you not hear them banning Nigeria? By then I was living in Cameroon, banning them from lottery. It's because you don't go to Nigeria and take anything. They are using their government anyhow, but their people know what they have. But most of you don't know what you have. Most of you Southern Cameroonian. You don't even know. Even the Bakassi who is there, you don't even know. You don't even know your resources. Oh Lord, have mercy. I thought, look, some of you are black like the ordinary beret. If they tell you now all the clothes, them I go mostly talk as I'm talking now like this. Because I think this way I'm talking, it will open your mind more. If you know the resources you have in Southern Cameroon, there will be no one black leg to write any dirty comment on Facebook or follow any Frenchman. That's the part which the government has kept it. I'm struggling with one of my father to bring me the details of the resources which you have. So that I will do a live show and I tell you about the world which you own. Then you go no say, you get to use your brain. So this is it, Southern Cameroonian. For some of una way, una de online, una the joke. I should share the video. You get to support this revolution. If you're a politician, the politicians, they know already. Yeah. The politicians already know. Some top government workers, them, for instance, Southern Cameroon, they know. The military, they know. Because, especially those the way they don't work for offshore. When they go for offshore, they say and say the French, they bring their brothers from O2D for any place where resource they made it is so calm. While French they take, then too they get small benefit. The politicians, they know very well, especially those from Southern Cameroon. Now what I tell them, say the death of some of them, especially those the way they try for talk, is not, forget about that COVID-19 politics. The French know what they do. Nothing say all those strong pillars, them for inside Southern Cameroon, the way they don't fall. Especially those the way they inside the government. If the way they don't die. Nothing say that by mistake. No, the French know what they do. If you try to play with their interest, life is about interest if you don't know. And that's what I've told you, Southern Cameroon. The day you start thinking about the interest of yourself and your community, no, that's the day you're being free. Life is about interest. Everybody prays to God, but the tougher persons is the one that gets the more interest. You think Americans don't pray to God too? Everybody prays. Life is about interest. Interest. That's why when I see most of the Southern Cameroon, especially these them for where they make themselves a black leg, I say they are very stupid. Because when you look for all the blockers them, go for all the blockers them. Go for blockers. And I will use Nigeria, even though they are not perfect. But me, I like to use them because at least they better passed away. Go see the way the bloggers they present the IPOP Biafra case. They don't fear the government. Go look all the bloggers, but look the one there for Cameroon. They are so they fear. I don't blame you now. The bloggers and they fear. And they even were all small one the way they want grow, they want mix with politics. Why? When you know what you have, you don't need to mix with politics. You pick out the good and you point it. That is what help for your people to get the knowledge of what they own. That's it, simple. But most of you are covered to the extent which that dictator government has brainwashed you. Whereas you feel comfortable in poverty and you think you're living a good life. No. I see some people fighting to destroy a restoration for your own. The restoration is not for me, Prince J. Carr. The restoration is not for President Sako. The restoration is not for Secretary Chris. The restoration is for every son and daughter of Southern Cameroon. I see you, a fellow Southern Cameroonian, which this same restoration is for you. Because the enemy is using someone and you have not emancipated yourself from mental slavery. You are following that person to destroy your own restoration. Ah, Lord. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of understanding. Please share. Lack of understanding don't mean that you don't have knowledge. Lack of understanding doesn't mean you are not with wisdom. No. Lack of understanding doesn't mean you are not a doctorate holder or you are not a PhD holder. No. Lack of understanding means you lose the knowledge and understanding of a particular thing in life. It makes you even more of an illiterate than even somebody who never goes to school. You see, most of you with this your big grammar, you miss out in certain places. Lack of understanding is you might study biology. You don't know anything about geology. You lack understanding in the chemical stuff that leaks under your soil, despite you are a PhD holder in biology. Lack of understanding means you might study philosophy, but you don't know anything about chemistry. You lack understanding that way. But now, instead of you to find out, as a Southern Cameroonian, let me tell you, I would advise some of you, please share. I want most of you, I'm just praying. It's God that is blessing me to talk to you. I'll not be some big book man. No, can't look me here. I'm just a child. It's the spirit of my ancestors as a prince that I'm passing the message. You might be hearing me talking here if you say I don't get some PhD. No, I'm not a PhD holder. It's natural from above. As I talk for you, so it come out from up, I tap them from above. It pass through my brain and my wisdom and it give you. Not because I go some school. No, I never invite in my university. I leave the university have because of the bad government we did it. Where they put small beginning for Nyongo. Inside Freemasonry and inside Famla. I look the dirty thing. Papa no day, mommy no day. I say when I go away. So, you Southern Cameroonian, let me tell you. And please copy this part very well. For all two I don't talk, this part be very important. If you watch this video, tell every Southern Cameroonian say, make it go back, go find out about understanding what is beneath the soil of Southern Cameroon. Then he join the revolution, the restoration. Tell everybody so. Tell them say, any man will say, anyone be part of this restoration. Tell them say, please go and find out what you have. What you have will make you never, some of you will pack your bags from America. You never see Nigeria, they don't pack their bags, they go back home. That they go open their business. You think say what's doing that? It's because they don't struggle fight a government where it don't make their own area comfortable to do business. Yes. You go, most of you, they watch it online. I see most of them, I go like them. When you hear somebody has been in UK for 70 years, packs his back and said, I'm going back to Nigeria. You hear go open a pottery. You think that why? It's because they don't squeeze that government to work in favor of them with the living diaspora for do a business. Then I asked some of my friends, I said, can you go and do business in Southern Cameroon? You can never. From Douala, they will smoke you out. They will drain you from every hard resource you have worked under the snow and cold. From every hard resource, and then you sit somewhere. You take your pen and paper, you say you want to become a black leg. You lack understanding. You lack it. You lack understanding. Look, ask yourself, why do Southern Cameroonians, yes, somebody has been in diaspora for 30 years, why do they not go back home? It's because they have used the system this way, have used them to frustrate them. You cannot go. Custom duty will frustrate you. Everything will frustrate you. Even those who are inside the Southern Cameroon, any small business they want to do, they will frustrate them. You have to enter FAMLA, you have to enter this one or this one of sect for your small business to grow. My brother, now it's time for freedom. Tell yourself, now it's time for freedom. Wake up and join your county. Wake up and join your county. Wake up. Go to your county. Help the boys make popcorn. You've seen in the last days, will not be back. Nobody gets freedom on a platter of gold. Nobody. Nobody gets it. Nobody. I've said it in this world as a son of the soil of Victoria. There is not amount of money you will give me that I will take and I will eat. Because I will not, there is no place that feels good to eat money than home. There is no place. There's no amount of money you give me. So if you're a son and daughter of this revolution, rise. The boy, they don't wise, they know they die again. And I don't talk and say, may they tell America to give them loan. Tell them well to join you. When the nations of the world rise against Israel, Israel wasn't scared. Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, land of Zion, we will not be scared. There is nothing in life. I, son of Victoria, Pikin for Liengumboke, which the spirit of my ancestors guided me on this soil from the day my father was taken, that I will see a danger and I will not know. This one is not a danger. The restoration of Southern Cameroon, if it was a danger, my father, the spirits of my ancestors would have come to me and tell me, move your hand. This one is a showcase. And I'm telling you, if there's any person I will block, don't bother. And I'm telling you, do not be shaken. Whether America, whether China, whether Europe or Asia, the rise. Use everything you have, just like David, and face the enemy till you get your freedom. That boy, the way they just made that popcorn, intensify the popcorn. Today they are scared of Israel. It's not because how powerful. When the enemies, they attacked them, the children of Israel were not scared. They died, but they rose up in their might. When David saw the Philistines, he said, oh, who are you, you son of this Philistine, to challenge us? I will bring down your head. He was saying he will bring down the head of Goliath. He wasn't telling Goliath, I will bring down your head with a sword. He did not have a sword. They gave David all the armor for him to wear. They gave him all the shields. He said, I don't need these things. They are too heavy for me. He said, I don't need them. Take them off. And Goliath thought he would squeeze off David in no time. But David used just one stone. One stone. It's no matter the size of a people. It matters the grace upon you. One stone brought the king, the giant Goliath, to the floor. Southern Cameroons, once upon a time they called you a dog. Once upon a time they called you 2 cubes of sugar. 2 cubes of sugar that could melt out. It's been 4 years, you have become an iron. More stronger than the all ions combined on earth. Nothing can break you. It's time for you to rise. Don't be scared about what you hear. Let the boys increase the road traps. Let the interim government increase the rules. Like I said 1 year, no foreign organization should be allowed into Southern Cameroon from henceforth without the authorization of the government. We must make the government strong because the government is the blood of the people. I repeat it. Be the United Nations. Be whoever group, even the one inside Southern Cameroons, all these charade of Barrister Bala, wherever they want to go in Southern Cameroon from henceforth, if they don't take permission for the interim government, there should be popcorn. It's war. Because we don't know if they're enemy. You only know an alliance when they acknowledge you. That's it. And don't put fear. We are not scared. Any day they call me, I will say it. In the country we are, you don't play with a citizen. They will shoot you down. You don't need to go to another place for us to become refugees, because we come refugees here. They don't treat no refugee anywhere in this world good. Nah. You see your brothers are hanging in the gates of Mexico. They are dying in the forest. If they were treating them good, they would have opened the gates of America that come in. They don't treat no refugee anywhere in this world good. So don't go and sit there and think that, oh, America will receive us. They don't treat no refugees. See your brothers suffering in Nigeria. Let me tell you, the interim government Secretary Chris should come out very fast. Ban any humanitarian organization in the whole of Southern Cameroon that has not taken permits from this interim government. Ban it. Give instructions to all the restoration forces. Any humanitarian group that doesn't prove you permit, just like how we deal with the bees, we take them off. Any embassy, any government that does not recognize our interim government, as from henceforth, and we see them plying in the streets of Southern Cameroon free, we'll give them warning. If they don't obey, we'll popcorn them up. It's war. It's war because they follow the oppressor to kill our people. The blood of our people too is important, like that of the Americans and the Britain. And no one has to be killed like a dog. So it's high time for us to go. Since they don't want to tell Dictator Biya to come on the table and let's talk on the root cause, since they are going behind to feed them with money, now we get one thing. We have the popcorn. And we have the strategy. We control the forest. What we must do is, all of you watching me, you must rise up to your IG. Go to your counties and LGA. Help the boys. You have seen the boys are no more dying. Let them increase the road traps. Increase the road traps and increase the IDC, the popcorn. Increase the Lefansay. Plant them everywhere. Build up roadblocks and road traps. Then the Secretary Chris should give out this ultimatum. This is the solution. This document should be sent to all embassies, banning any humanitarian, even the United Nations. The interim government should send them the document, banning every humanitarian organization in Southern Cameroon. Anyone that, if they want to go, they must first of all contact the interim government of the people of Southern Cameroon. If we see them inside the territory, whereas they don't have that paper, our restoration forces have to take them like an enemy. Finito. Be you Chinese, be you whoever. If don't be scared of, they will call you a terrorist. Mandela said, if I was scared they would call me a terrorist, apartheid would have still been in South Africa. You don't need to be scared of them calling you a terrorist. Terrorist, it's political name. So long as you don't touch another people. Terrorist is political name, because if you go to America and they have to kill you the way they are killing the Americans, they will not sleep. They will kill you overnight. They will send you all the bombs. If you go to China or wherever, you go try that, killing their people and burning them like the way they burned that guy on the bike. They will not let you sleep. They will kill you overnight and maybe put your atomic bomb on your body. So you too, they don't need to kill your people. So the interim government must rise. Make the document, send it out to all embassies. Send it to all humanitarian groups. Ban even those inside Southern Cameroon that don't have permits. Ban every humanitarian group that doesn't have permits. If they want to work, they must work with the HSS. If you don't pass through the health service of this interim government, through this interim government, to be legalized to work around Southern Cameroon, with what we have now, we will take you down. We will take you down. We will popcorn you and nobody will cry. It's war. Because we don't know who you are. We don't know if you are walking like that, you are an American missionary who want to go and kill our people. We don't know. We don't know if you are walking like that, because the way they take to penetrate your soil, they use by these foreign people, this humanitarian organization, is very easy. For example, an NGO like Barrister Bobala, who are sure of peace, it's easy for friends to call him and say, I will give you 500 million. Yes. Just go around and let's get the survey and let's know what's happening. Then you will see them, they will come in the name of peace. Oh, we are humanitarian groups coming in the name of peace. You don't know they are ships in wolf clothing coming to destroy your peace. They will come in ships. They come and take information on what is happening. When they go back, the colonial people who are wanting to take your wealth has given them money. They will come and they will take that money and that information, they hand it to the colonial people. The colonial people will give it to the military. And then they say, Poop, you see people are dying. Poop, you see people are dying. You're asking, how is it happening? You don't know, it's your ignorance. No. But when we have an organized structure, as it's growing every day, will be organized. If anything has to happen in Southern Cameroon, they must pass through the interim government. If we don't see it, we don't care. Self-defense is the only way. Any humanitarian, anything you see, especially now that they're talking about this coronavirus, any person you see with vaccine that has not passed through the interim government giving authorization to the health department, my people, fry them off. Ask them, do you have permit? If just like how you do to some of these bushfallers, where they come, where they know they support their county. Me, I know that one not even worry me again. If you are in Saudi Cameroon and you are in this war, you are not supporting this war, you go down the whole you. I know if you call my phone at the mail, I know the year. I know the lie. So at the end, after some people don't pay, I say, may they pay. I'm here. I do this live video. I support, I pay my citizenship levy every day. If you are in this revolution, your people are dying, which tomorrow, if we get freedom, you are the one who come, and you are not helping, and you go down there, they hold you. I don't say anything. I sit quiet. Now, if you send me something that, oh, Prince, they have taken this, my person help. What I ask you is, are you paying? Do you contribute? How do you participate? How? Because if today this freedom is given, you hear somebody, people come out with kind of lies. I'm sounding, but now the war is, we don't see you. Even to appear with a ghost profile, we don't see you. So, what you have been seeing in Bui, if you are a member of a humanitarian group and you're watching me, Prince, son of Victoria, wherever we are working like slaves. Because for this place, they know some man know they go give you office, may you work. They preserve the interest for the children in this nation first before us foreigners. It's very clear. They preserve the interest of those children who are born here. If you don't know, I see some of your parents back home, they say, oh, forget, my child will not be involved in those things. When my child is done, I will send him to UK. I tell them that child should be a doctor, because the only people they use from your country is your doctors. And it's stupid when you get a doctor and you send a doctor to come to Europe to come and work, whereas your people doesn't have medical health back home. It's stupid, but they are wise. You know what they take from you? They take from you the doctors. Ask anybody, the doctors, the engineers, those who are creative. All the lawyers, the journalists, and the other. Ask them that. They may remember you are still shouting there. Why are they not employed that to CNN? You think they could not? But they don't create their jobs for whoever. Let me tell you things they don't employ. Anything concerning arts, all of those who go and do history, you want to go and study history of Cameroon to come and work in whose country? They mostly take those of creative work, electricians, okay, because they are those who can help improve your country. They are those who can help improve, all those who can help improve your state of life. That's the one the people this way take, That's what the people this way take. Those who have handwork, if you are a builder, you come here, they will take you. So you can help build in the house. If you're a carpenter, you come here, quick, they will give you, they say, come in. If you're an electrician, you come. If you're a doctor, they will take you. Engineer, they will take you. But say you are a journalist. Say you are a lawyer. Who will come to your office? Are you not seeing Metro Alex Lisingede turning in UK like a bad spirit? Have you not seen the one Metro Alex Lisingede? There are many of them in UK. Most of them, even the lawyer, who will take you? The only place they even try to even look at them small is America. The others one businesses, nobody looks at you. They promote their own. Nobody in this world promote another person. They promote you only when they see you invest in their own. So let me tell you, wake up from your sleep. Southern Cameroonians, don't be dormant. We are the one people which, if we feel convicted and we unite ourselves together, will become one great nation on this earth. No one will be able to compare with us. But most of you are still sleeping. Fear is still in you. Fear. You hear somebody will tell you about some kind of dirty things, some dirty imaginations in the brains which you're asking, where do you get this kind of thing? If in that America you are, they cannot do that. Then why are you scared? So rise up. Rise up, my people. I believe I've passed the message. Tell all the humanitarian organizations in Southern Cameroon, all of them, the Aya Foundation, they are doing good job. And I believe our interim government must have recognized them. The Chadr, all them organization, we are giving you, start contacting the interim government. We are not begging you. We are not begging you. All those people who see peace, we are not begging you this time. We have what can take you out. We have a source of strength now. We have the popcorn. When I don't see them for the military. Yeah, when I don't see for the military them, we don't the popcorn them out. When I don't see how many they don't die of recent, we not be the beg them. They can't kill where mama them, we fire them up. Now let me tell you, we are not begging you because we have put our lives for our people to be free. If you are whatever you are, Higher Foundation, I think we already know they are doing a good job for our people. If you are any organization inside Southern Cameroon and you are not recognized, just like how you see that thing happening in Bafut, in Bui, and the others, if you don't go under our interim government, anything that happens to you, you have yourself to be blamed. Have yourself. If you are in La Republic, if you are a foreigner driving car, if you are a foreigner driving bus, if you are a foreigner, a colonial person working in the territory, if you don't have permission from our interim government, from henceforth, whatever you meet on the way, have yourself to be blamed. But you saw what happened to the colonial governor Lele Afrique. You saw it. So I was telling most of them, I said, the colonial governor was giving order for you teachers, to go to school. But you saw the colonial governor coming behind Amoka. He did not wait 2 minutes. He was scared maybe one popcorn would just fry him off. He just came and touched the people and left in the popcorn. And he just small, they'll pick him up in a, if maybe that small Mungangwe get a worry, small, they would have picked him up in pieces. Because the one they launched him, he did not get by the car he was inside. But they launched another fire again at SOP. Well combat. We did not get him again in SOP. That was a very big lesson to him. And for all of you civil servants thinking we are playing, for all of you civil servants thinking we are playing, tell them that we are no more playing. If you don't go under the rules, and I want the interim government to make this official, send copies to all embassies in the world. That's how we make our government strong. We have what can keep us now. Send all copies to all the embassies, warning them, and any humanitarian organization, Germany, France, UK, send your documents to them. Tell them, warn your humanitarian organization, if they want to go, yes, we accept humanitarian people into our territory. But based on what we are seeing from foreign countries who in 1960 voted for the independence of Southern Cameroon, playing with politics now, supporting dictator Biya, which indirectly they condemn dictatorship and they condemn genocide. They said Rwanda will never repeat itself, supporting him to kill our people. We, the people, we, the interim government, speaking on behalf of the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, we are passing this letter to you. If you are any humanitarian organization or any personality, be embassy, be whoever that wants to visit our territory, if you don't come and inform us in this interim government through our minister of or our secretary of international relations, anything that happens to your person back home, don't call us on a phone call to say you are tagging us for anything because we are at war and you have not condemned the war. Then you give strict action to our boys. All of you Southern Cameroonians here, you go to your county and LGA and let's increase the popcorn. We are winning the war. Don't be shaking. We are winning the war. Go to your LGA and county, let's increase the popcorn. Let's increase the Manawa and the Lefanse. And then if they don't obey that, when they start coming, we'll give them what they need to hear. We will give them what they need to hear. By then, this interim government, with the action of the popcorn on the ground, our interim government will become strong, more strong. They will respect it. Through this ideology I've put here, if it's well taken in place, you will see that this interim government will sit on the ground well, and they will know that truly we don't need to mess up. Just like how the UK started talking about the root cause. That's the same thing. So, let's get to work, my people. Get to work. Get to work. Don't sleep. If tomorrow the restoration of Southern Cameroon comes, you might be the director of the port in Victoria. You might be the director of Southern Cameroon Airways. You might be the director or the person controlling the Southern Cameroon Law School. You might be the director of the Southern Cameroon company. Many things. Don't sleep now. Remember, Biafra was once poor. They gave them 20 pounds. But today, one of the richest people in Nigeria are from the Biafra. So don't sleep. Rise up and face your destiny, or it will be taken from you. It will be taken. Don't sleep. We have not breached no humanitarian right in this war. We have not. And that's why you see me, Prince. I'm talking to you with every courage because I know what humanitarian laws are. We have not killed one Francophone, but Americans have been killed. You see, because of politics, even when the American pastor was killed, they did not talk because they know the benefit they get. Many foreigners have been killed, but no Frenchman has been killed. So we know, if they want to call about humanitarian law, just like how we are the first country in Africa to practice democracy, when it comes to human rights, we are the first ever in the history of the world to fight a war. And we have not touched one of the enemy's people. One, apart from the military that comes to kill our people. Check in the history. Check in all. We are the first state in the whole world which our statehood was stolen. We come back and we realized we start fighting. One enemy from the French side has not fallen down in our territory. That means we obey all the international human rights convention. No one Francophone has been killed. Have you ever heard it? No one Francophone, apart from the militaries who come to terrorize and kill our parents. No one. Or apart from the colonial civil servants and governor. Wherever have you heard that? Where that you become and you be scared. That's some human right law. I said I'm waiting for that court that will come to me someday and say you encourage violence. I'll ask you. I live in your country. If I touched one citizen of your country, you will gun me down direct. How many people have been burnt alive? How many do you gun down in my country? How many? How many do you gun down? They will never gun them down because they are taking the minerals. They will never. So our people need to die because others need to be reached for we to be coming to seek asylum, and then they make us look like puppets, make us look like fools. No. I once said most of you are ignorant. If gold and diamond had to be in Europe or in America, Africans will remain the poorest on earth. Most of you never. I told one of my man, let me tell you, if gold, diamond, and oil had to come from Europe, Africa will be slaves for the entire life. Like what the Nigerians call, how do they call it? Insobodo slave names. You remain slave because it will be very difficult for African to ever wear a gold necklace. Maybe you guys don't know this well. If gold, diamond, and all these things had to be in Europe, or if it had to be Europeans that were the one controlling, that were in Africa, and then Africans had to be in Europe, snow for kiwuna all. Snow for burn all una finish. And so I don't know the well. Some of una they sleep. Snow for kill all una so. They will not even get a dime. Whether you have food, they will not get a dime. That gold, you will never see a piece. So please, don't be too childish and thinking that, oh, this and yet. No. The documents they have for you, they know it's just for you. When you die, that document will not go to your family. It will not go to your brother. It will not go to your children. Your passport is just for you. When you die, that passport, that document has expired automatically. Oh, these people. Look, that's the one thing you see. I always like the Nigerians. Yeah. Most of you went to school, This education is very terrible. A Nigerian man said business doesn't expire. Certificates expire. Ah, God bless me. Southern Cameroon will be free. I will make it great. I will, for the name of my father and for the people who are dead. A Nigerian man says certificates expire. Business don't expire. That's why you see, the Frenchman destroyed every business in Southern Cameroon. Everything. Business don't expire. The Frenchman make the life of any person who wants to do business in Southern Cameroon more tough, more difficult. Because, business don't expire. This passport we hold, this American passport, UK passport, and everything you hold, the day you are dead, that document is invalid. Nobody can use it in life. Nobody. You see, but that's why we are foolish. That's why we are foolish. And now they have gone back, they are using the dictator there to make your life hell. Make your life hell because they are using him to make your life hell. So that any money you get, you invest it here. You could put that for here. Now, when they don't say you die, and no person no day if you use that document, automatically that money where you work for here, it become that of the government. See, you need to be smart before you can unveil things of this world. If you don't use your brain, you will sleep on your destiny. You hear somebody who say, I'm an American citizen. I'm an American passport. Who are you to talk? Those are sounding Cameroonians. I asked them myself, what have you built back home? Your village has a road? Huh? Your village has a road? Your village doesn't have a road. Your mothers are suffering of poor water. Your village doesn't have a light. Your parents doesn't have nothing. Your community doesn't have school. And you are sitting in America and say you have an American passport. You are the biggest fool. Because when you die, that passport automatically that day follows you to the grave. All the certificates you have automatically that day follows you to the grave. But when you help your people have light, when you help your people have school, when you help your people have road, when you help your people have freedom, that freedom don't follow you to the grave. That's where Africans, their brains are blocked. That's where most of you, fear has blocked it. I'm unbreaking it to you. I'm emancipating it out from you by my ancestors. That's where they blocked it. Whether you have an American passport, you have a UK passport, whether all your family is in America, and you don't have nothing that benefits you back home because the government has been destroyed. No, you are a pauper. That document in your hand is nothing. You are a poor man. The only place you are a rich man is when you have that document back home and you have a good economy. Just imagine the Southern Cameroonians. You are in Cameroon, you have a UN passport. You buy a car in America for $1,500. You cannot send that car home for that $1,500 because they have made the Titobia to put custom duty above that money. Definitely that car will remain in Europe. That Lamborghini you drive will remain in Europe. But the Nigerian government was wise. They saw that when you get a Nigerian passport, the Nigerian government has made it that you can bring that Rolls Royce. So if you buy the $1,500 in America Rolls Royce, you can bring it home. They will not even charge you. Come and drive it home. That's to encourage them. They are smart. That's what even the Eritreans and the Ethiopians are doing. Yeah, because they know that that passport will die. But once that Rolls Royce come home, if America has to buy that Rolls Royce back, they will buy at the same price you bought it in America. Hey, Lord God, save my people. Save my people. Save my people. That's why I said, if some of you have this reasoning, there will be no black leg in this revolution. If some of you think it's just that poverty has blocked you from reasoning, but God will bless us to break it off. This is the kind of gospel the pastors were supposed to be preaching in church, not to be collecting you tithes and offerings. Yeah. But I pray God blesses me with long life. I will tell you more. Because just imagine, I see some of you having lavishes home. You cannot go do that in this thing. They limit you on the amount of money you take out of America. They limit you on the amount of money they take out of Europe. But they don't limit themselves for the amount of resources they take from Africa. They don't. They limit you in everything you do. You cannot transfer a certain amount of money in Western Union to Africa. You cannot transfer a certain amount of certain things from America somewhere. You cannot move with gold or diamond from London or through the airport anyhow. But if you go to their shelves in their banks, they have your gold taken from Africa stocked in their shelves in billions of dollars. Now even their cars, they turn their government to strangle you. They go to the United Nations and their commonwealths, they sit, they tie you off your destiny. You become a man in Europe but walking in poverty because you cannot help your people. You cannot help your people. They make your hands tied. So this is your own chance. That's why you see Nigerians are growing every day. That's why you see Ghana too has started. Ghana copied from Nigeria. In Ghana, you can buy, if you are a Ghanaian, you buy any Rolls Royce or any mod vehicle here. As it reaches their poor, they don't ask you because they know that immediately that you are not. If they have to sell that car, the money goes into their coffers. They don't. But it's only in that demonic country of dictatorship that they make you see even the roads. They destroy all the roads. They know that all what you guys do, you go and spend money on buying clothes. But when you die, who will wear your clothes? When you die, who will be able to use that clothes? People will be scared to wear that clothes because they'll feel that that's even a dead man's dress they are putting on. But when you have business and you die, business is like empire. Your children will be able to run them. That's why I see no matter what goes on in Rwanda, So wake up, my people, wake up. I'll leave you now. If you want to, I'll come back again when I'm live. I'll come back when I'm live. So please stay blessed, stay safe. Don't only hear this and pass it. Share to others. Share to others. Share. That's why I told you they don't ever want me to have 1,000 views, but this page will give me more than. Yeah. So share the video, like the page. I'll be here to keep you. And if you're a Southern Cameroon son and daughter, don't hear those dirty words say my tip to boy and anything. There's no amount of money that you pay for freedom, but we will not still allow those who want to use your money, your hard-earned sweat, to discourage you. No. In this revolution, if any person thief, me Prince, I go tell una. As of now, we have a legit government doing a good job. So stay blessed, share the video, pass the message to your brother, encourage one another, pay your war draft, and let's strengthen this government. And don't be scared about America or whoever. God bless you. Have a blessed Sunday. It's your boy Prince J. Carr.